The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. So FIU's offense will have first crack at this one. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball again. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Red pass, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll try to pop the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Release to the back. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
FIU pushing tempo. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So New Mexico State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Mahan. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. At midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Florida International. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
New Mexico State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Back to pass, it's Mahan. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's another FIU.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. The give out of the gun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Gonna run it. It's Stanley. Slithers into space. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stanley.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This dude is just every facet, so fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The sure hands, it's sticky. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running into the open space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mahan. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lewis. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, FIU. All of that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Gresham. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. And I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Dickey. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
First down for the offense.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Wells. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together.